So you have a friend or a family member who had a stroke or a brain injury that have aphasia, and it's really hard to express your feelings to them because they seems like you can't understand they're saying, or they can't express their feelings. To the other side, as a aphasia survivor, it is so hard to live. It's hard to understand what they're asking, so it's hard to answer because you can understand the question, or you can understand but you can't express your feelings. I want to define aphasia, exactly what it is. And there's 5 types of aphasia. I didn't know one, but and then send me comments which one you have, or it's okay to overlap because you have, every brain injury is all unique and different. So first I want to welcome back to Discover Inner You. If you're new, I'm Emily, and I'm a stroke and brain injury recovery coach. And I had a stroke when I was 18, 25 years ago, including aphasia, massive one. But through a compassionate mind-body approach, we can work together as a survivor, a caregiver, or both. And so we can set goals, practice tools to regain independence, and release your emotional trauma, so we can feel inner peace, knowing you're okay and you can enjoy life again. The common question to me when I'm trying to explain aphasia is on dates or new people. They ask me, how long did it took to recover your speech? And it's weird because I can't answer that, really, the question, because my speech is different now. My speech, I still have difficulty sometimes, so it's so different. Yeah, so it's hard to answer the question. So I just want to, because aphasia, it's a diagnosis for life. For me, I hope, some are different, but for mine is lifetime for me, the rest of my life. And I accepted it because why not? Because I have it, so I gotta accept it. And take your time and don't worry if you're gonna be perfect. I thought when I can speech is all good, then I can help others, like this YouTube channel. But realize aphasia's there and I have it still, and accepting it, and I'm here just to help others if needed. So I'm just gonna read out loud from Google definition of aphasia generally. So it says, aphasia is a language disorder that affects how you communicate. It caused by damage in the area of the brain that controls language expression and comprehension. Aphasia leaves a person unable to communicate effectively with others. A person with aphasia may have trouble understanding, speaking, reading, and writing. So, there's 5 types, and the 5 types of aphasia. There's Broca, Urnic, Global, Anomic. I didn't know that. I didn't know of Anomic, and PPA. It's called primary progressive aphasia. So I'll define each one. Broca is a non-fluent aphasia. Speech is difficult and hard to say the words. Comprehension is generally good though, but forming words and sentences is challenging. Urnic is fluent aphasia, which means they can seem like normally, but it often lack meaning. Comprehension and understanding of language is impaired. So, for example that I can use, a couple months after the stroke, I was on vacation with two of my brothers and my parents. I have another brother and a sister, but my two brothers came. And I was barely speaking with a notebook to write things, no sentences. Can't do that then, but I can just do little words to express what I was trying to say, just when we're doing stuff, you know. And I remember I was trying to call my brother Gavin, but I was saying Ryan, and then I was trying to call my other brother Ryan using Gavin, and they were so confused, and I thought I'm doing the right brother, but yeah, so they were so confused, but that was aphasia, urnic aphasia. And then global aphasia, that was me. Like, I had both Broca and urnic. So global, and it was severe form of aphasia affecting all aspects of communication. Both speech and comprehension, understanding are severely limited. Reading and writing were impacted too. And it was so hard. I remember I went to my first speech therapist. I lived in the rehab center next to the hospital, and after I recovered physically, but I was recovering from my speech and my right side. I was completely paralyzed on the right side, and I was in a wheelchair wheeling into I don't know who it was, probably my parents or one of my parents or a friend. They rode me to the speech therapist, and they dropped me off, just me and the speech therapist, and the room was that room was so small, and so I just remember that. I don't know why. It doesn't important, but I remember those things. So she was asking my name. Took a while to understand it, and I couldn't pronounce my name. And she asked me, "Can you do the ABCs?" There's a border in their room, and for decoration, but it's the ABCs, and I couldn't do it. Every letter was pronounce it, and I couldn't do it. And I was bawling there. I was like, what is going on with me? I didn't know what stroke was. It took like a month after I asked, what is that? What happened to me? I thought it was something wrong with my heart, because I had open heart surgery when I was a kid. Long story, but anyway, thought I could do a surgery and fix me again. But aphasia it's another story. It's really hard to recover that. Then the fourth is anomic aphasia, which I didn't know that, but it's called primary difficulty in finding words. Speech is fluent and grammatically correct, but there's a lot of pauses to word finding troubles, and comprehension is generally good. I think I have that now. My speech is okay, not the best, but okay, and sometimes I say the verb tense off, or do the prepositions off. But yeah, I think I have anomic now. From global to anomic. And then the last one is primary progressive aphasia, which they call now PPA. And it's a disorder that gradually impairs language abilities. It progresses slowly over time. So there are the 5 types of aphasia. Please send me a comment which for the aphasia survivors, which one what it is, and if you have any questions, I will help with that if I can. And I learned so much from aphasia, living with aphasia within that 25 years and up. I think it's lifetime. I don't think it's gonna go away, but accepting it, for me, I accepted it, and I'm grateful that I can speak okay. I feel, even though people think you're fine, but I'm just like, I want to speak better. But the only thing I'm learning for myself is read out loud. The fastest way to learn for me is listening to a book while reading it in a written form. That's really helped me a lot. And highlight what you need to. That's faster way. But the best way to improve your speech is to read out loud. That's the best for me. And yeah, so send a comment, any questions or concerns or anything any topics that you want to share. I'll happy to do that. And I'm so grateful that I'm here trying to help others. I don't know if I'll help or not, but I'm just here, and I want to grow a community because, well, the stroke happened. There was no Facebook, no, Instagram at all. That's 25 years ago. So I felt very alone because I was 18 on the stroke, and very, very alone. Because my life is it's different. Life is different from my aphasia, but knowing this information, it really helps to understand more awareness that I am normal, and there's nothing wrong with me. Just it was a language barrier then, and still is. Anyway, I want to make friends on this Facebook, on this YouTube channel, just grow some, just have a community, because it's hard to find people at your age who had a stroke or a brain injury, who have aphasia. And but I'm here for you. If you have any questions, please, I'm happy to help you. Anyway, just remember, you got this. You can do this. You matter. So keep moving forward one step at a time.